Ladies, I am here tonight on the show. How's everybody doing tonight, man? We're here to talk about um, some wrestling show here tonight, man. On a fucking what's today? Monday, man. We got a damn wrestling show here tonight on a Monday, man. Obviously, the biggest story is William Regal leaving after just what 9 months, leaving fucking AEW and going back to WWE, where the expectation is he's gonna make his WWE return in January after just being in 9 months from March to December in AEW. William Regal complained that the wrestlers didn't want to learn. He would try to teach them stuff with Bryan Danielson before shows. In the ring, they would go out and try to work on some stuff. And he said, yeah, a lot of times we didn't really get a lot of people. Even Brian Pillman said, well, it's not entirely true. Sometimes we would get groups of 10 people watching. A lot of times we would just get 3 people watching. But he pretty much said there is some truth to it that some of these wrestlers did not want to learn anything from William Regal. And also William Regal said he was frustrated with the management of AEW, calling it immature. The belief is he's referring strictly to Tony Khan. Even though Tony Khan, has most of the hats, general manager, CEO, president, owner, there's still people there that are with him. He just hired Jeff Jarrett. I think Tony Schiavone also has an executive job. But he's probably mainly when you say management, obviously he's the head of the table when it comes to management. Tony Khan. So yeah, man, he said he pretty much regretted right away going to signing with AEW back in March when he signed. And yeah, he pretty much said wrestlers just didn't want to learn from him. They were kind of, felt too good. Like we made it here and we don't need you. And so William Regal is out of AEW and is back in WWE. We'll see. They're saying he's going to be more like a writer behind the scenes. But there's also been talk, before he was the general manager of NXT. There's talks maybe, either you have him once again be the general manager of NXT, or maybe you have him be the general manager of both Raw and SmackDown. Because remember, I think a lot of the creative team, a lot of the writers have been wanting Triple H to be the on-screen general manager. There's been a few shows during the last few weeks and months where before the shows they have set up an office backstage for Triple H for him to do backstage segments as the acting general manager, and at the end he said, nope, I don't want to do this, and they scratch it off the script. So maybe they're like, okay, let's get William Regal, just like he was doing in NXT, now let's get him to do the main roster general manager. They just brought back Adam Pearce, I believe, this past week to do it again, They call him WWE official Adam Pearce. But the report they took him out was because they wanted Triple H to fill in that role, but I guess Triple H doesn't want to. He wants to focus on the behind-the-scenes stuff only. Remember, he did that little part with Rey Mysterio, right? Where Rey Mysterio wanted to quit, and he convinces him to stay. I'll change you from Raw to SmackDown. But outside of that, he hasn't really done much as an on-screen executive character. So maybe William Regal can do that, man. But yeah, man, freaking Tony Khan, man. You gotta stop signing some of these. This guy literally just spied on your company for 9 months, man. Pendejo face for you, man. I would be careful, especially Billy Gunn with the Acclaim. Ooh, that's another really good Triple H guy. Tony Khan, man, you gotta be careful with these WWE guys, especially the Triple H guys, man. Jesus Christ, man. He's gonna go. I hope you didn't had a really heart to heart and told him a lot of stuff, Tony Khan. He's just gonna go say it to Triple H now. Jesus Christ. And then AEW's ratings are very low. They said they did one of their worst, 18 to 50 male Dreamanac, which is when it comes to a wrestling show, it's the most important category. The male, so man between 18 and 50. It was their lowest one in a long time. A lot of people kind of worried because it was the first show with MJF as AEW World Champion. And a lot of people are worried. I don't know on Wednesday, was there anything special going on? I know the World Cup, but that's usually in the morning or afternoon, right? Outside of maybe NBA and NHL games, nothing really was going on. I don't think on that Wednesday night. I believe overall it did 800,000 800,000 views. You know, which obviously AEW, what they want, their goal every week is to get 1 million views. So yeah, the fact they only got 800,000, that's also not a good sign. But yeah, man, they're obviously AEW a little bit worried about the last 2 weeks. They seem to be struggling hitting 1 million views. So we'll see. And WWE also, they're saying that a lot of people are saying they might not, if they do get another Fox deal for 2024 and going forward, once this current one finishes up, they might not get what they got, which I believe was 5 years, $1 billion. They're saying that the ratings have not lived up to the expectations. They're saying if WWE wants to get another Fox deal, they're probably not going to get $1 billion. They're probably going to get maybe $700, $500 million, because they're saying that I think they were saying that Jesus Christ, they were saying that Fox pays them I believe $205 million every year, but the WWE only brings about 150 to Fox, because the ratings, you know, they're about in the 2 million ranks, weekly views, 2 million of, you know, mostly when they're, you know, this week they're on FS1, but when they're on Fox, they average about 2 million views. But they're saying between WWE not making as much money as Hope would want them to, and with the freaking inflation, expect Fox to make an offer, but nowhere near to what they did 5 years ago, which was 5 years, $1 billion. So we'll see. We'll see. I believe the TV negotiations start this summer, even though they don't expire until next summer, 2024, or early fall of 2024. They're gonna start negotiating new TV deals this year, and so we'll see what they offer, man. But oh man, I think the fact that they get 2 million views a week has to do a lot with that they're on Fox, which is a local channel where you don't need cable. You see what happens when you go to that FS1 where you do need cable. It drops from like 700,000. It drops from like 2 million to like what, 800,000. So I think a lot of it is that they have that freaking that advantage that it's a freaking local channel with no cable necessary. But we'll see, man. We'll see what the hell happens. Tony Khan was the one. Nick Khan was the one that negotiated this contract back in 2017, which that was what really earned Vince McMahon's trust and respect. The fact he was able to get a 5-year, $1 billion contract. So we'll see what happens there. Also, WWE, Kevin Owens said he would like to work in the Indies again, and he thinks it's a more possibility nowadays. He says now with Triple H in charge, he views it more as a chance that he could work on the Indies again. Obviously, Shinsuke Nakamura is gonna get able to work in Japan, I believe, in January. He got to work. They gave him permission. So Kevin Owens is hopeful that maybe he could also do something with the Indies. I know Sami Zayn was on a radio or a podcast, and he talked about how I would like to work with some of these AEW guys like Kenny Omega, or he names a few other guys, MJF. And a lot of people are saying that if WWE and AEW don't want to do a Forbidden Door, well, maybe they can both get a partnership. Obviously, AEW already has a partnership with New Japan. Maybe freaking WWE could also get a partnership with New Japan, and then maybe they can have all the matches they want over there, right? You can have Kenny Omega versus Sami Zayn in New Japan, but I just don't. Are we gonna get the fucking New Japan guys to go to WWE? Remember we complained about that with AEW, right? That these New Japan guys, we don't even know who the fuck they are. I would just rather them do a freaking partnership with AEW, honestly, but I don't think WWE wants to do that because then they're giving AEW publicity. But yeah, Kevin Owens hopeful that with with Shinsuke Nakamura on getting the permission to work outside of WWE in Japan, that a lot of wrestlers like himself get the chance to work back in the Indies while still hired to WWE contracts. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's about it. Until next time, I'm out like a light. Have a good night, everybody. I thank you for watching.